Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Jake here again, and today I have the Intel Core i7-3770K. This is going to be an upgrade for my PC, obviously for gaming and editing and rendering and etc. This is a quad-core processor with 4 cores and 8 threads. So I'm going to go ahead and just go over the box. Intel Core i7-3770K, 1155 LGA, and 1155 actually means, well, at the bottom of a processor there are dots, or pins, quote-unquote pins, for certain processors. There has to be 1,155 of these in that motherboard and connecting to the processor, or else essentially it does not work. Hence why you can't use an 1150 socket or 1150 processor with an 1150 or 1155 vice versa. So you can't use an 1150 processor in 1155 socket because the pins won't all connect and nothing will be registered therefore. Go ahead and go onto the side here. We have 4 cores, 8-way multitask processing, so it has 4 cores, 8 virtual threads, and 8 physical threads, so 8 threads. We have the Intel Turbo Boost technology 2.0, the hyperthreading technology, Smart Cache integrated memory, supports 2-channel DDR3, and a 3-year limited warranty with Intel HD Graphics 4000. Obviously, I'm not going to be using the Intel graphics because I have the 2 GTX 760s in there, but this is just something that comes on the processor in case you actually do need to use it. So say if you don't have a GPU in there, or if you're just building your system, that'll basically, the graphics will basically let you essentially do everything in 1080p without having to have really crappy resolution until you get your graphics card in there. Switching over to the back, we don't see very much. Just has a compatibility warning saying that you need 1155 socket. Also a specific chipset, so Z77 and above. Unlock processor warning, meaning you can do it however much you want, but as soon as you did, as soon as you overclock and it damages it, it's not covered by the warranty. So you guys have to keep that into consideration. Of course, I do consider myself a professional overclocker, quote-unquote professional, I suppose, so I don't think that's going to be a problem. Go to the other side, we have all the barcodes and stuff like that. It says i7-3770K. The stock speed is at 3.5 gigahertz. It has 8 megs of cache, as opposed to this baby right over here, the i5-3570K, which only has 6 megs of cache. It's a 77-watt CPU, LGA 1155, as well as this one. Of course, the stark differences are the essentially just having the hyperthreading. That is the one thing the i5 does not have. They're both unlocked processors, and of course they both have essentially the same specs besides 6 megs of cache, 8 megs of cache, and the hyperthreading. So wow, that was a total orientation fail. So we're gonna go ahead and unbox this baby. Right now, I just got it in the mail. I was waiting for UPS literally all day. Like, literally. Go ahead and grab my knife here. Alright, and I will be showing you the installation of this baby as well, and it will be sped up, so you guys don't have to deal with all that other crap. Pull it out of the box. Of course, you have a standard CPU cooler from Intel that is not going to be used. I'm actually going to go ahead and put the plastic back on there so I don't smear that heat spread. Here's the standard fan. It's very, very easy. You can use these to a decent extent, but they're not as good as liquid cooling, which of course I have. Going on to the main box. It's just a box, and the processor is in the top here. I'm going to go ahead and unfold this, reach in here, grab the processor, throw the box to the side. Here it is. It's amazing. I really think this is going to do my system very, very well, especially in the long run. I'm going to go ahead and open up the plastic container very, very carefully here. And here it is, the i7 3770K, Costa Rica, 3.5 gigahertz. And it's going to be very good. It's nice and brand spanking new. I didn't get a used version, of course. So hopefully it's not DOA. Most of the time, most products I get actually aren't DOA. I don't know if that's by the luck of the draw or what that's really about, but I haven't gotten any DOA products, unbelievably. Whenever I've ordered computer parts, nothing has come DOA. So hopefully this will not be DOA. It's packaged very nicely. And I'm going to go ahead and show you the installation of it when I get this whole computer taken apart, and I'll show you guys, and you guys will see me in a few seconds. Guys, so that's it for the installation. Sorry I had to cut that little part out because I couldn't find my thermal paste, and I was like, what the hell, you know? It's a panic attack when you can't find your thermal paste. So it's in there now. It's all put on, and the reason, I don't think you guys saw from that angle, but you put thermal paste in the center of the CPU because that metal covering that you guys see like this isn't where the cores are. It's right down the center, and this is a lid. So when people say they're delidding their processor, they're actually taking this metal cover off very, very, very carefully, and then putting it back in their computer, and then putting the cooler on top of that, which is said to reduce temperatures a metric crap ton. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video here again, get my heavy-ass computer back up on the desk, and I'll go ahead and boot it up for you. Alright guys, the fan is up on the desk, or the computer is up on the desk. I'm an idiot. We're all set to go, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the button here. We're going to have the moment of truth. Fans are working. Maybe we'll get a signal here. Looks like we're getting one. Let's go ahead and go to the BIOS and setup. Alright, we are functioning at 3.8 gigahertz right now. Go to the processor. 3.6 overclocked right now. Still run at 3.8 in the BIOS. Looks like we're at a 41 degrees Celsius temperature right now. Can we... Doesn't look like we can see our system information. Kind of upsetting. Let's go to advanced. There we go. Oh, that's fine. Go ahead and look around. BIOS features, peripherals, power management, MIT. Let's go to the advanced frequency settings real quick. No. Let's go to the MIT. Nope. Well, all I know is that we're up and running. There we go. Showing the volts, the temperature, CPU fan speed. That's actually completely irrelevant since we have the SP120 fans hooked up to the fan controller. It knows that the case is open. I don't exactly know how. So, alright. Now we'll go ahead and save and exit. Oh no. English. Save and exit. Save and exit setup. Save configuration. And hopefully we'll have a good boot. everything is still configured. All we did was a processor change. And starting Windows. Yeah, again, I apologize for the little delay. I could not find my thermal paste. I don't exactly know how I couldn't find my thermal paste, because I knew I had it somewhere, and I had it in the H100i box. So that won't happen again, because I'll definitely know where I have it next time. Go ahead and put everything back in here real quick. Looks like we're already almost booted into Windows. Go ahead and sign in here. I got my speakers off, so I'll turn those back on right now. And I'll go ahead and show you guys some basic temperature rundowns. I'm going to kick up the fans to high in there for now. See, everything's running perfectly well. 16 gigs of RAM. The i7, the 2760, so hopefully everything is going to be a lot better. I'm going to do a Cinebench test, so you guys will see the results sooner or later. Looks like we're booting up. I'm going to go ahead and put you back on the tripod here. Looks like everything is working normally at the moment. Let's see if we can go ahead and find CPU-Z and open it up while we're still booting. Should be able to. There we go. CPU ID, found on CPUID.com, and you can download it. It's perfectly free. It shows all your information on your computer. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. All right. Here we are. i7 3770K. It's an Ivy Bridge. We have 0.8 volts of core voltage, going up a little bit. And yes, it is 22 nanometer technology. It's the exact same as the 3570K. And that doesn't really matter too much because, of course, with smaller technology, it means greater heat output. Although I think we'll be fine personally, because since it's the same as the 3570K, I don't think we're going to have any difference in temperatures at all. 4 cores, 8 threads. Going to go ahead and hit OK. Let's go ahead and find the Cinebench here real quick. Cinebench. My computer's probably going to be like, what are you doing to me right now? Why are you doing this right now? Cinebench. Searching. That'll be good. So, yeah, looks like everything's working pretty well so far. I guess we're just waiting for the search to hurry its ass up. Go ahead and check Skype real quick. Okay, still on the call. Cool. Let's try this again. Cinebench. Oh, no. No. Cinebench. Oh, I guess we don't have it anymore. That's interesting. Well, that's always fun. So I'll go ahead and just open up the Windows Experience Index real quick. I am an idiot. I don't even know how to navigate my computer anymore. Here we go. Windows Experience Index needs to be refreshed, so we're going to go ahead and do that right now. For some reason, whenever I install new hardware, such as RAM or processor, it really doesn't change anything because it's based on the lowest subscore, which really, honestly, it sucks because then you're throttled with having, hard disk drives as opposed to solid-state drives, and then you get a 5.9 on that, and then you get 7s on everything else. So right now, in calculations per second, I was at 7.6, memory 7.6, graphics 7.6 or 7.9, gaming graphics 7.9, and primary hard disk 5.9, and that's the lowest subscore, and that's what it judges you on, which I don't think is very fair, because I think it should be the average of all the subscores instead. But what I'm going to do right now as well is I'm going to go ahead and go to Core Temp. We're going to go ahead and check out what we're running right now. It looks like we're running 40s
kind of dipping, kind of going up. This is, of course, this is at a load, so we're not at idle right now. That's pretty damn good for a quad-core, 8-core, or 8-thread processor. That's pretty good. So we're probably going to see it dip right back down literally as soon as the whole assessment is done. But yeah, I think this is going to be a great rig. I think gaming is going to be a breeze. I think it's testing the discs now because I can hear them. And looks like it's almost done. Other than that, I'm pretty satisfied with how fast and easy that was. So we'll go ahead and see what happens when this is done. Again, we're dipping back down into the 30s. We're not in the 50s anymore. I never was in the 50s, essentially, at least on idle, besides in load with the 3570K. So I don't think temperatures are honestly going to be a problem at all. Of course, with a radiator and liquid cooling and trying to get all the cool air into your PC as possible, what you really need to do, there we go, now we're dipping down back to the 30s a little bit, 37, 36, kind of going back and forth. And of course, look at that, we're still on 5.9 subscore. So that kind of sucks. I really don't like Windows Experience Index very much, but for the most part, I think we're going to do really well. Of course, I still have a 7.6 subscore, so maybe I'll upgrade hard drives sooner or later. But I'll go ahead and let my computer run, and I'm going to kick the fan up in here. I have a fan tower now, so I'm going to let the cool air cool everything down in there, and go ahead and start editing this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Wow. This was the unboxing of the i7 3770K, and I will see you guys next time.